Okay, we are live. So over here we'll be going through P5 vocabulary and compo practice. Okay, hello SHZ. Oh, SHS. Okay, yesterday's PSLE compo topic was trying something new. Yes, how did you do for the compo? Okay, are you a PSLE student? Right, how did you do for the PSLE paper? Okay, let's wait for more people to join us before we continue with the paper today. Okay. It was quite easy for you, really. What did you write about and which pictures did you use? Because I heard about the topic and the pictures from the students already. Right, which pictures did you make use of in your compo? And was paper 2 challenging for you, or was it also relatively easy? Okay, and for the rest of you who are here with us today, we'll be going through P5 vocabulary and compo practice. So let's go to the first topic, okay, which is a good deed. Okay, remember to take down your power words as well as any notes, and feel free to ask me any questions in the comment down below. Use the sandwich picture, and paper 2 was easy, except for the comprehension close. Also, you managed to get the spelling right for reservoir and guarantee, right? Also, you talk about trying to make a sandwich for trying new things, is it? I see. Okay, that's great. That's great to hear that you got the spellings correct. Okay, means that you're relatively well prepared for the paper. Okay, and how was math paper today then? Was math paper easy as well? Math paper was easy too. In your opinion, paper 2 was easier than paper 1. I see. Okay, that's good to hear. So, thank you for joining the live today as well to update about the PSI papers. Okay, and all the best to your other papers that is coming next week as well. Okay, I hope you are well prepared and revised all the topics that you need for the next paper, which is mother tongue and then science paper. And possibly if you take higher mother tongue, right, for Wednesday. Okay, and if not, let's move on to the first exercise of this live. Okay, so a good deed. Tim's stomach was churning again. Clutching his abdomen tightly, Tim weaved his way through the crowded shopping mall, frantically trying to locate the nearest toilet. The shopping mall was like packed snow with shoppers milling around. The whole shopping mall was like a jamboree for children and adults. Jovial chatters filled the air, while some families had baby bawling at the top of their voices. The synergy of the boisterous crowd and the merriment around was making Tim feel horrible. He felt like he was stuck in a maze. With each passing second, Tim's stomach churned more violently, increasing his urgency for the loo. Tim broke into a run the minute he saw the toilet sign. Running as fast as his legs could carry him, Tim dashed into the first vacant cubicle, almost literally ripping his pants off him. Tim finally found relief. When he got his act together, He rushed out of the minuscule space, all ready to hit the arcade. As he was washing his hands, suddenly ring, 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 a familiar sound reverberated through the empty toilet. Tim craned his neck high and low to locate the source of the sound. Then he found it, a brand new mobile phone, vibrating and ringing away in one of the cubicles. It was the latest model. It was the phone that Tim was saving up for. Staring at his fortunate find, Tim contemplated seriously. Knitting his brows together earnestly, Tim weighed out his conscience and his desire to nick the phone for himself. Just then, the little gadget came alive with lively ringtones again. After some major dithering, Tim decided to do the right thing. Hello, hello, may I know who is on the line? A fretful voice spoke. Tim politely said that he had found the phone and was now in the toilet. The other party heaved a sigh of relief and thanked Tim copiously for responding. Tim offered to meet the mobile phone's owner at the information counter of the shopping mall. A dashing gentleman appeared and walked towards Tim in steady strides to claim his phone. Tim handed over the phone with only a slight tinge of disinclination in him. The gentleman was so relieved to have his mobile phone back that he gave Tim a reward of $100, thanking Tim for being a boy of integrity. Tim beamed a proud grin, and his stomach seemed to have miraculously recovered too. Now he was really all ready to hit the arcade for his favorite games. Okay, so let's go on to the power words over here. Right, I'll give you some time to take down some notes. Right, stomach was churning, clutching his abdomen tightly. Right, weaving his way through the crowded shopping mall like packed snow with shoppers milling around. Right, description of the shopping mall. Okay, jamboree, an event filled with activities and entertainment. Jovial chatters filled the air, bawling at the top of their voices. Okay, this is jovial chatters, happy chatting, merry chatting. Okay, synergy of the boisterous crowd and the merriment all around. Stomach churned violently, very bad stomachache. Urgency for the loo, immediate need to use the toilet. Running as fast as his legs could carry him. Right, running very fast. Okay, got his act together, regain composure. Okay, to regain composure. Getting your act together. Okay, minuscule space, a very tiny area of space. Okay, hit the arcade is to go to a place filled with electronic games. Sound reverberated. Okay, the sound echoed. Crane his neck high and low, right? Stretch your neck. Okay, crane his neck. This can be a good phrase to remember. Okay, knitting his brows together earnestly, right? Frowning in deep thoughts. Okay, so he was really thinking. Okay, weigh out his conscience and his desire. Okay, his sense of right and wrong against his needs. Okay, this is an important phrase as well. Right, little gadget came alive after some major dithering. Right, hesitating, after hesitating. Okay, after hesitating for a long while. Okay, fretful is anxious. Thanked Tim copiously, right, profusely. Okay, a dashing gentleman, right, a very handsome man. Walk towards Tim in steady strides, right? Walk confidently in the direction of Tim, right? Okay, so just let me know if you have any questions regarding the words over here, and I'll go through the meanings with you. Okay, slight tinge of disinclination, right? Reluctant, right? Quite reluctant to not to take the phone. Being a boy of integrity, okay, an honest boy. Okay, integrity. A person should have integrity. Okay, is this English worksheet difficult? Hello, Liverpool is the best club. This is the P5 vocabulary practice. Right, so this English worksheet is relatively on the more challenging level. Okay, it's for P5. Okay, beamed a proud grin. Right, smiled proudly. Okay, so let's go to question number 1. Right, Tim's stomach was blank again. Okay, his stomach was blank. Okay, what was his stomach? What sounds was his stomach making? Right, what type of sounds was his stomach making for question number 1? Right, it's definitely not touching. Okay, it's not touching. What would the answer be for question number 1? Stop, just call you Lukesh. Oh, okay. Because I cannot remember your name if it is written in the account username, right, Lukesh? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so for question number 1, Lukesh, are you... Wait, you are a secondary school student, right, Lukesh? Sorry, it's quite hard to remember every student's level. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, so yes, Tim's stomach was blank again. Right, stomach. You are sec 2, yes. Okay, that means I remembered right correctly. Right, Lukesh is sec 2. Okay, so what is the answer for question number 1? Tim's stomach was blank again. Right, what was his stomach doing? What sounds was his stomach making? Okay, strong player 91 says it's 2. Churning, yes, that is correct. Okay, churning again, that is correct. You took your math PSLE today, Sunflower. How was it? Okay, question number 2. The shopping mall was like blank milling around. Right. Not tenants. Shopping mall is not tenants. Okay, this is for people who live in the house. Okay. 2. Packed snow with shoppers. That is correct. Okay, packed snow with shoppers is correct. Okay, it's okay, Sunflower. So it's relatively easy for you, your PSLE paper. What about the English paper yesterday? Okay, question 3 over here. The blank of the boisterous crowd and the merriment all around was making Tim feel horrible. Right, the boisterous crowd. Okay, what is it? Okay, synergy. Is it synergy or is it cajoling? Cajoling means to persuade. Persuading. Okay, persuading. Made him feel horrible. Definitely not carnival, definitely not cajoling. So is it synergy or symphony? Right. The synergy or symphony. Okay, you can see over here in the passage previously we read through, right? Okay, the synergy of the boisterous crowd. Okay, so the answer is actually synergy. Okay, number 2. Okay, question 4, replace the underlined phrase. Running very fast, Tim dashed into the first vacant cubicle. Okay. Okay, running very fast. What would the answer be? Okay, yes. Number 2, right? Charging like a mad cow. Okay, for question 5, when he got his act together, he rushed out of the blank, all ready to hit the arcade. Right, the tiny area. Okay, the tiny area. For question number 5, he ran out of the tiny area, all ready to hit the arcade. Okay, the answer is 1. Yes. Okay, that is correct. Minuscule space. Okay, not miniature space, not minimum trace, nor it is minor maze. Okay, question number 6. Staring at his fortunate find, Tim blanked seriously. Okay, staring at his fortunate find, Tim blanked seriously. Okay, he was hesitating and thinking. Okay, he contemplated seriously, right? He contemplated seriously. Okay, number 3 is the correct answer. For question number 7, knitting his brows together, Tim way out blank to nick the phone for himself. Right, he way out. Right, he was thinking and balancing his conscience and his desire. Okay, so it's number 1. Right, the answer is number 1. His conscience and desire. Okay, how about the next one? Right, after some blank, Tim decided to do the right thing. Right, after some major dithering. Okay, major dithering is correct. Okay, question number 9, replace the sentence. A handsome man came for his phone. Right. Okay. A dashing gentleman appeared to claim his phone. That is correct. Okay. Number 1. Okay. Number 10, thanking Tim for being a boy of integrity. Okay, an honest boy. Okay, an honest boy. Okay, so over here, let's go on to exercise 2. Right. Let's go on to exercise 2. So, the nanny was blank at her wits' end when the toddlers threw toys at her and pulled her hair when she was feeding them. She burst out crying in frustration. Right, she was blank at her wits' end. Okay, what was the nanny going through? Okay, what was the nanny going through? Okay, the nanny was... Okay, the answer is A. Right. Tethering at her wits' end. Okay. Tethering at her wits' end when the toddlers threw toys at her. Right. Despite her blank in making up her mind about her purchases. Right. Despite her hesitation, her dithering is making up her mind about her purchases. The salesman was still very patiently serving the fickle-minded customer. During the matchmaking session, the ladies were all blank away at the test that the guys were made to go through. Right, so it's tittering. Right, they're chatting away. Okay. By the scientists, blank, the new machine is ready to be introduced. Right, reckoning. Reckoning means prediction. I reckon. Right. So for question number 5, right, the school's management blanked seriously before they implemented the new rule of doing away with school uniforms. Okay, blanked seriously, right? They considered seriously. Okay, so what is the next answer? Okay, right, answer is C, right? Contemplated seriously. Okay, contemplated seriously. Okay, so for the next one, the war blanked the friendship of the two comrades who fought side by side. Okay, blank the friendship, right? It broke the friendship because of the war. Okay, the war blanked the friendship. Okay, C and D cemented the friendship, right? Cemented the friendship. Okay, Tommy was very blank to buy himself an ice cream although he was on diet. Right, he was very tempted. Right, tempted to buy an ice cream. Okay, mother's face contorted in fury. Right, she was in anger. Okay, fury means that she was very angry when she saw the whole house being messed up by Ben and Terry. Okay, the whole house being messed up by Ben and Terry. Okay, our class representatives need to have blanks so that they will take critical first steps in making decisions whenever the teacher is not around. Okay, so need to have blank. Okay, what would the answer be? Okay, question number 9, the answer is initiative, right? Have initiative. Because taking first steps, right? You need to take up the responsibility, take initiative. Okay? Okay, so for the next question, question number 10, the class treasurer must be a person of integrity. Right, must have honesty. Okay, integrity comes from the word honesty. Okay, so it's actually a core value that most of the students will have. Okay, and for question 11, he must be a child prodigy as he is able to solve such complicated mathematics questions at such tender age. His blank should be properly developed. Okay, what would the answer be for the third blank over here? Okay, for question 11, okay, ingenuity. Okay, ingenuity should be properly developed. Okay, His ingenuity should be properly developed. Question number 12. The king trusted only the witch's blank, so he would always seek her advice before making any major decisions. Okay, her insights, right? The witch's opinions, her insights. Opinions. Okay, sorry for the spelling. Right, opinions. Okay, the witch's opinions. Okay, exercise 3. Although the father was feeling blank about his son's critical condition, he needed to blank for the sake of his wife who was already in sobs and tears. Okay, was feeling blank about his son's critical condition. Right. He was very anxious already, right? So which of these words has the same meaning as anxious? Right, which of these words has the same meaning as anxious? Right, anxious. Over here we have is, yes, fretful. Right, E. Okay, the answer is fretful. He needed to get his act together for the sake of his wife. Right. Okay. Question 2. The blank organized by the student council was a very successful event. Right. So what would it be? Okay, one of these words has the same meaning as events, right? So it's the jamboree. Okay, answer is F. Okay, the jamboree organized by the student council was a very successful event. Blank and everyone was having blank, participating in the different games, right? So blank and everyone was having blank. So what would the second blank be? Right, for question number 2, what would the second blank be? Okay, so for the second blank over here, we have jovial chatters filled the air and everyone was having blank. Okay, merriment. Okay, merriment. So everyone was having merriment. Okay, question 3. Right, blank the designer took the stage for his first fashion show and blank the audience blank with sincere bows. Okay, question 3, first blank. Right, what would the answer be? Okay, question 3. Okay, question number 3. Okay, question 3. Exercise 3, question number 3. Right, so exercise 3, question 3 would be G. Right, in steady strides, the designer took the stage for his first fashion show and thanked the audience copiously. Right, thanked the audience copiously. Okay, next one, question 4. With blank, the humble and shy man blanked the crowded auditorium to receive a commendation for his valiant act in deterring a robber. Okay, with blank. Okay, question number 4. With a slight tinge of disinclination. Right, it cannot be B for the question 4 first blank because earnestly is an adverb. Okay, earnestly is an adverb. So for an adverb to be here, this has to be something else, right? It cannot be an adverb. If it's earnesty, right, it's still quite acceptable. Okay, if it's earnesty. Okay, however, it should be an adverb. Okay, so for B would not be applicable to the first blank over here. Okay, the humble and shy man earnestly, waved his way through. He earnestly thanked the police. Okay, he thanked the police. Okay, so that is it. Okay, Okay, so let's go on to the next model compo over here. So for the next model composition, okay, does anyone want to ask me any questions before we move on to the next compo? Or any questions regarding this can just sound out to me in the comments down below. Okay, before we move on to Aunt Abigail, right, our second compo of today, Aunt Abigail. Okay, so let's just take a short while to read through this essay together, right, before we move on. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to reading the first passage over here. Right, the stream of sun rays filtered through the curtains, showering my bedroom in its brilliance. I stretched my arms and lazed in bed. It was the first day of school holidays, the first day of a whole week of fun and freedom. I could sleep late every day and laze all I want. There was no more tests or examinations to worry about. I smelled like a Cheshire cat lapping a bowl of milk. Okay, whistling my favorite tune, I made my way downstairs for breakfast. My happiness was short lived when I saw a familiar face sitting at the breakfast table with my mother. It was my mother's sister, Aunt Abigail. Horror struck me. Aunt Abigail was a nightmare to be with. She was a bespectacled, thin, wiry woman. Her hair was constantly pulled into a tight little bun at the back of her neck. Okay, this is the back of her neck. Okay, at the back of her neck. However, what I disliked the most was her high-pitched nasal voice. Right, her voice that was high-pitched. There you are, Jeannie. Aunt Abigail is here to visit us. My mother's voice rang out with a tinge of warning. She's going to be staying with us for a week. You'll be sharing your room with her make sure she's comfortable. No. My head spun and I felt cornered. I opened my mouth to protest, but the look my mother shot me was sufficient in cutting me off. With that, the two of them continued drinking the tea. I knew I had been dismissed. Okay, then I padded out of the house. I had a brainwave, my face lit up in delight as my impish mind formulated a plan. Okay, I avoided Aunt Abigail for the entire day till bedtime. When she sashayed into my room, walked in a way that like is quite sassy, like sashayed into my room. Okay, in a saccharine voice, Aunt Abigail grumbled in her perpetual complaining tone in a saccharine voice. Hey, I sweetly explained to her that the air conditioner had broken down and gestured to the leaking pipes. Then I suggested a shower to cool her off. Grumbling under her breath, Aunt Abigail shuffled into the bathroom. Sorry, Aunt Abigail shuffled into the bathroom. Okay. Then moving on. Then Aunt Abigail shuffled into the bedroom. Why is the water cold? Where is the hot water? Her shrill shrieks rang out within the bathroom. I apologized fervently to Aunt Abigail and explained that the heater was down too. Being such a stifling night, I thought she would have enjoyed the refreshing cold water. Aunt Abigail was oblivious to my explanation. She stormed out of my room, towing her bags in her wake. My plan had worked. I danced a little victory dance in my room and patted myself on my shoulders. Hopefully, Aunt Abigail will not return for a long, long time. So over here, you can see that the author really hates his Aunt Abigail, right? So like he's just trying to avoid her and like trying not to make her sleep in the same room as him, as Aunt Abigail is really someone that he hates, like her voice and everything. So he's trying to come up with a plan to like get rid of Aunt Abigail, and his plan actually worked. Okay. So over here, I'll go on to the power words. Feel free to take a screenshot if you need to for the power words, and let me know if you have any questions below. And all these power words, let me just start out the power words that I think may give you some insights or can help you, right? So smiled like a Cheshire cat napping in the bowl of milk. Happiness was short-lived. The joy did not last, right? The happiness was short-lived. Okay. Nightmare to be with. Someone was a nightmare. Okay. Someone can use to describe someone. Okay. Bespectacled thin weary woman. Okay. Someone wearing spectacles. Okay. High-pitched nasal voice, a tinge of warning, a hint of caution. Felt cornered, cutting me off, dismissed, padded, had a brainwave. Face lit up in delight. Okay. Impish mind. Formulated a plan, sachet. Right, walk in a showy manner. Right, as I say, the models can sashay down the runway. So the models walk in a very showy manner, right, down the runway for the red carpet. Okay, so sashay. Question 18, perpetual saccharine voice, right? Excessively sweet voice, saccharine voice. Shuffle, apologize fervently. Okay, this is also an important one to take note of. Okay, stifling night, very hot and stuffy. Okay, oblivious, unaware. Okay, stormed out is walked out in an angry manner. Towing her bags in her wake. Okay, so no questions. I'll leave this here for you to take down some notes or take any screenshots that you need. Okay, so feel free to ask me any questions if you want. Okay, ask me any questions if you feel like or if you need to. Okay, or if you want to clarify anything or even tell me about your PSLE paper, just feel free to comment down below. Okay. Just anything you want to let me know in the comments down below. Okay, well, I leave this here for you to take down the notes, right? Take down the important Okay, take down the important words that can actually help you, or like anything that you find can help you add on value add to your compo writing, or actually it's the spellings of some words. Okay, some of you actually don't know the spellings of some of these words, right? So if you are just trying to guess with your phonics skills on during your PSLE, so making guesses for spelling is not a wise choice, especially during your PSLE editing, because it's something that many students say that, oh, I missed just one letter and I lost the whole mark. Right, I missed just one letter and I lost the whole mark. So please don't say that, because yesterday I saw many students struggling with the editing, like the guarantee or the other questions like maybe more, right? Guarantee, reservoir. Yes, the other question was reservoir. Okay, yeah, so please take note of this. Please do not make this kind of mistakes during the exam. Okay, don't make this type of mistakes during the exam down below. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment for exercise 1. Okay, I smiled like a blank lapping a bowl of milk. Okay, a Cheshire cat. Okay, what is a Cheshire cat? This is a type of cat. Okay, tabby cat is also a type of cat. So what does a Cheshire cat mean? Okay, it's actually a type of cat breed. Okay, a Cheshire cat, let's search it up together. Right, a Cheshire cat can actually mean Cheshire. Okay, a Cheshire cat actually is something like this, right? It's actually a movie character, right, that looks like this. Okay, lapping a bowl of milk. So it's similar to the one in Alice in the Wonderland. Okay, so the Cheshire cat can smile. Okay, so there's also another type of breed of cat, which is the tabby cat, right? So a tabby cat is just the normal cats that we see in along the streets, right, everywhere. So if you're a cat lover, you may know the breeds of these cats. Okay, miniature poodle, this is a type of dog. Okay, and Chesapeake Bay Retriever is also a type of dog. So okay, the answer is Cheshire cat. Okay, smiling like a Cheshire cat is a good description. Okay, question 2. She was bespectacled thin, wiry woman. Okay, wiry woman. Okay, so means that she was very thin and slender. Okay, question 3. However, I dislike most was her blank voice. Right, was her shrill nasal voice. Okay, was a very annoying sound that is like very high pitched. Okay, can say it's high pitched. Okay, high pitched voice, it hurts her ears when you talk to her. Okay, question number 4. My mother's voice rang out with blank warning. Okay, my mother's voice rang out with blank warning. So what would the answer be? Okay, for question number 4, yes, a tinge of warning, right? Just a small hint. Okay, a small hint. Okay, so the answer is number 2. Okay, for question number 5, I opened my mouth to protest, but the look my mother shot me was sufficient in blank blank. Okay, so it's cutting something. These words, we have been reminded of our phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Right, our phrasal verbs. So cutting off. Cutting me off is to interrupt. Okay, interrupt. Okay, cutting me off. Cut out is to cut something out. With scissors usually. Okay, so it's with a pair of scissors. Okay, with a pair of scissors. Okay, cut something out. Okay, cutting it up. Okay, it also can say that, oh, you cut up the fruits. Okay, cut something up, cut up the fruits. Okay, cut in is to cut into the queue. Okay, a queue. So you shouldn't cut into people's queue, right? Cut queue is what all of the primary school students like to say. Question number 6. My face lit up in delight as my impish mind blanked a plan. Right. What do a plan? Like you form up a plan, right? You formed up a plan. Okay, formulated a plan. Right, formulated a plan. Okay, question 7. In a and blank voice. I sweetly explained to her that the air conditioner had broken down and I gestured to the leaking pipes. Okay, in O N blank voice. Okay, saccharine voice, right? Sweet voice. Okay, haughty means to be more violent. Okay, a violent voice, haughty. Okay, acerbic and petulant as well. So let's move on to question 8. I apologize blank to Aunt Abigail. Right. You can apologize fervently or you can apologize profusely as well. Right, apologize profusely. Okay, this is something that most of the students can use as well for apology or for thanking. Okay, to thank someone, I thank someone profusely. I apologize profusely. Okay, being such a blank night, right? Hot and stuffy. Okay, hot and stuffy night. Okay, which of these words has the same meaning as hot and stuffy? Okay, which of these words has the same meaning as hot and stuffy? Okay, so stifling can actually mean a few meanings, okay? So for stifling, it can actually mean to say that, oh, I stifled a laughter, I held in a laughter. Or you can also say that it is stifling, hot and stuffy room, a stifling night, right? A hot and stuffy night. Okay, so that will be for number 3, for question number 9, sorry. Question 9 will be answer number 3. Okay, question 10. Aunt Abigail was blank to my explanation. Right, oblivious. Right, she didn't care. Oblivious. Okay, now we are at exercise 2. The blank man squeezed himself into the vacant seat next to Gina, much to her dismay. Right, what would the answer be for question number 1? Okay, squeezed himself into the vacant seat. Right, what are the meanings of these 4 words? Okay, shall we take a look at them? Okay, so for live, what does live mean? Okay, live actually means to be thin, supple, and graceful. Okay, graceful. Okay, how about buxom? Okay, a plump. Okay, plump with a full figure and okay, a woman. Okay, a plump woman. Okay, podgy. What does podgy mean? Okay, podgy means to be rather fat or chubby. Okay, and lastly, wiry. Okay, wiry is to resemble wire in the form and texture. Right, wiry. Okay, it comes from the base form of the word wire. Okay, so resembles how it is just like a wire. Okay, so the podgy man. Okay, question number 1 is C. The podgy man squeezed himself into the vacant seat next to Gina, to her much to her dismay. Okay, the blank lead actress in the latest blockbuster caused quite a stir. Okay, the buxom lead actress, when she appeared scantily clad in a particular scene. Cheryl credits her blank figure to the weekly aerobics and yoga sessions, right? So it is okay, yes, her lithe figure, right? Her graceful, supple figure. Okay, don't be fooled by his looks. He may be small but wiry. Okay, his blank tone was lost on Jane, who is constantly in a world of her own. Right, his blank tone. Lost on Jane, constantly in the world of her own. Right, her most blank smile. Okay, smile. Okay, so what does acerbic mean? We saw it in the MCQ previously below, right? Acerbic means to be sharp and forthright. Okay, acerbic. Okay, how about petulant? Okay, petulant means to be childishy, sulky, or bad-tempered. Okay, sulky or bad-tempered. Okay, the blank prince demanded all to bow before him in reverence. Okay, the blank prince demanded, right? Okay, saccharine means sweet. Okay, so let's look at the first one, his blank tone, right? Lost on Jane, so what would the answer be? Okay, yes, acerbic tone. Okay, acerbic tone. Edina gave her most blank smile, right, to the receptionist, hoping to get a free upgrade of hotel room. Okay, her most, yes, key answer is C, saccharine smile. Okay, saccharine smile. The blank prince demanded all to bow before him. Okay, yes, the haughty prince, right, the haughty prince. Okay, it means to be arrogant, superior. Okay, so he's a prince, so he demanded, which is why he is described as haughty. Seeing that his mother was not going to buy the toy truck for him, the blank child started screaming his head off. Okay, the blank child started screaming his head off. Okay, petulant. Okay, petulant, so it's B. Right, bad-tempered child screaming his head off because the mother was not going to buy the toy truck. Okay. And lastly, for the last 4 questions over here in this section, right, Ken was blank to his brother's displeasure with him till his brother finally blasted him in front of the whole family. Right, his brother's displeasure with him. Okay, he was oblivious, right? He did not know, unaware. Even if it's so obvious. Okay, and for question 10, right, being blank of the culture, he followed the mannerism and ways of the people in the country. So being observant of the culture, right? He was observing. That's why he can follow the manners. Okay, that's a very good ethical way. For question 11, it was by chance that lost travelers stumbled upon and blank village. Okay, is it an obscure or an obscene village? Okay, it's an obscure village. Okay, obscure village. And question number 12, due to the blank graphics, the book was banned for distribution. Okay, banned. So obscene, right? Obscene, horrifying, or not suitable. Okay, moving on to exercise 3. Frederick hid in the cupboard, and blank smile appeared in his face. Okay, and blank smile. Okay, is a vowel after the N, so what would the answer be? Okay, there's only one word that starts with a vowel, so it is impeached smile. Okay, an impeached smile appeared on his face when he saw his sister blank into the room. Okay, when he saw his sister sashay into the room, right? The way on how she walks, how a person walks. Okay, Frederick's blank when the pail of water landed on his sister's head. Okay, his face lit up in delight. His prank has finally succeeded, right? His prank was succeeding. Okay, question number 2. The old man blanked to the bus stop. Blank a black trash bag filled with empty cans. Okay, so he shuffled, right? He shuffled to the bus stop because he was carrying a heavy thing. Okay, towing a black trash bag. Okay, towing, carrying something very heavily. Okay, the classroom was unbearably blank. Right. Hot and stuffy, stifling. The moment the lesson ended and class was dismissed, all the students blank made their way out to the door seeking cooler air. Right. So all the students perpetually, right, made their way. So it's describing the action of making their way, of leaving the classroom. Right. Okay, question 4. The children's badgering went on blank. He went on blank. Fervently. He went on fervently. Okay, sorry, this one it should be H. Okay, fervently, yes, went on perpetually, knowing that he had been cornered when his wife sided with the children. Okay, he had been cornered when his wife sided with the children. Okay, let's see, moving on to exam question 3. Okay, the dog Edward said. Okay, so for this, I'll be Okay, so for this I'll be going through the model compo, okay, for a dog that Edward said. Just let me know if you have any questions regarding the power words and anything you want to clarify. Okay, the evening sky was overcast in a mixture of purple and red clouds. Thunder rumbled softly in the distance, signaling imminent rain. Despite that Edward was still in high spirits as it was Friday, Edward was looking forward to spending his weekend with his new PSP games. He hastened his steps as a gentle drizzle started to fall from the sky. As the rain got heavier, Edward opted for the shortcut home. He decided to cut through the quiet back alley of the old shophouse. Not wanting to be soaked to the skin, Edward broke into a run. Suddenly, a distinctively ferocious bark resounded in the dark alley. Woof! Edward froze on the spot. Fear pulsated in him. Heart palpitated against his ribs. The growl escalated to an ominous snarl. Edward's palms turned clammy as his legs started trembling uncontrollably. Merciless rain started pouring down in torrents. Edward was caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. It was either he ventured forward valiantly to run all the way home or he could back out of the alley. A deafening thunder jolted Edward out of the momentous stupor and he raced forward, sprinting like an Olympic athlete. When he was confronted with the source of the threatening snarl, Edward was shocked. It was a small Jack Russell. The poor animal was stuck. Blood stained its furry hind legs that were caught in between the openings of a rusty drain cover. On seeing Edward, it flashed its most intimidating defense for itself, its teeth. Thinking on his toes, Edward shrugged off his school bag in a bid to win the dog's trust. Then he bent down very slowly, inching his arms forward in a comforting manner and crooning softly. He gently stroked the dog's body, giving it assurance. The Jack Russell's malicious snarl softened to a whine. Edward knew he had finally won its trust. Okay, so afterwards he set about to try to free the poor dog's hind legs. Rain pelted down heavily on both man and animal. Both were thoroughly drenched. After a tedious struggle, Edward succeeded in freeing the trapped animal. He took out his PE t-shirt and wrapped the injured dog gingerly. When he reached home, his mother was all set to give him an earful. However, the sight of the poor animal saved Edward from a stern reproach. They called the SPCA and the dog was collected from Edward's house to be treated. Edward would forever remember that particular rainy Friday. Okay, so let's go and look at the power words over here together. Okay, so let's highlight those that will be useful for your compositions. Okay, evening sky was overcast in a mixture of purple and red clouds. Okay, this is to describe the evening sky. Okay, can take down the power words over here. Okay, thunder rumbled softly, a low sound of thunder, right? Rumbled softly. Okay, this is to describe whether like when the rain is going to come. Okay, imminent rain. Okay, about to come. Okay, so these two can come in a pair, right? Both of these can come in a pair. Hasten his steps, increase speed of walking, right? Gentle drizzle opted for. He froze on the spot. This is quite okay. Fear pulsated in him. Heart palpitated against his ribs. Okay, a growl escalated into an ominous snarl. Okay, a growl escalated to an ominous snarl. Okay. Palms turned clammy, right? Sweaty palms. Okay, sweaty palms. Palms turning clammy. Okay. Merciless rain started pouring down in torrents. Right, started pouring down in torrents. Okay. Let's move on to the next page if there's no other questions. Okay, hello Kira. How was your PSLE math paper? How was your PSLE math paper? Okay. Was it okay? Was it difficult? Right, over here. Okay, ventured forward valiantly. Venturing forward. Move forward. Right, bravely. Okay, momentous stupor in a serious trance. Hello QQ1137. Okay, how was your PSLE math paper? Right, was it tough? Was it challenging today? He's sprinting like an Olympic athlete. Right, he's running as fast as he could. Hello. Yes, how was your PSLE paper? It was easier, I guess. So it was easier than English. Right, was math easier than English paper? Okay, confronted to come face to face. Most intimidating defense, right? Putting up the most powerful protection, defense. Okay. Thinking on its toes, right? So say it's quick thinking. Okay. Hello Kira, thank you for liking the live. How was your paper? Right. How was your paper? Was it easy for you? Okay. Malicious intent, right? Malicious is a bad negative connotation. So let's put negative here. Okay, negative. Okay. Oh, it was normal, Kira. Math is your worst subject. So it was easier because it used to be your worst subject, but during PSLE it feels that it's more manageable. Is that what you think? Right? Was it like can you do more questions during the PSLE? Did you manage to finish the paper? Right, QQ1137. Yeah, you definitely have been putting in your efforts, right? You have been working hard. Okay. You rushed to complete it while you were checking. How do you do that? So you rushed your paper, you rushed through everything, then you checked the paper, or you checked and completed the paper at the same time? So which one is it? Okay. So rain pelted down heavily, tedious struggle, all set to give him an earful, a stern reproach. Okay, a stern lecture. Right. Strict scolding. You make sure you don't have calculation errors. Oh, that's very good. So you redid your questions, you type into the calculator again, and make sure that your answer is actually correct, no mistakes. Okay? You checked it at the same time. Very well done. Okay? That's good. That means that you are more confident for your math paper for PSLE, right? Okay, very well done. How about Kira? Kira says that it's okay. What do you mean that it was normal? Like normal as in you completed the whole paper, did not meet any challenges, right? No stress from the paper. You completed the paper in time. I see. Okay, that's very good. So did you meet any like tricky questions that you were unable to finish? I mean, or unable to solve? Like, or maybe like your friends got a different answer from everyone. Right? Was there any questions like that? A few, okay. So a few questions. Then did you do recalculation and verify that your answer is correct? Oh, QQ1137, thank you for shouting out, okay? Thank you for joining our live as well, right? QQ1137. This is very meaningful as well. And I hope you can get AL1 for all your subjects, okay? And get into the school that you want to go. Okay. So I wish you all the best for your upcoming papers as well, for your other two papers. Really? Not only in English? What did we help you with, QQ1137? Oh, as in like for other things as well? Okay, that's really good. Okay, I hope you can apply all these study methods or study concepts. Okay, not just in English but for your other subjects as well, your other papers. Okay, so good luck and go and take a break from your revision. Okay, go and catch some rest. Okay, remember to drink water and sleep well. Okay, before your next paper. And your Chinese compo, you use the tactics and personification. That's very good. Okay, the personification though, but you please make sure that Chinese compo and English compo has a slight difference. Okay, for Chinese compo, please remember that um the sentence structure is quite different, right? But it's good that you can apply them in the other languages as well, right? QQ1137, that is very nice to hear from you. How to use personification in Chinese? I think he's saying that how to like describe the people or like in the third person view or something. go online and search here. It's okay. So, okay, both of you, good luck to your future papers. You used for the moon and you got 39. Wow, you used personification for the moon and you got 39. Okay, that is really due to your hard work as well. Okay, QQ1137. You don't remember already. It's fine, but it's still really great to like translate and apply the good phrases, the power words, right, into Chinese and learn from then on, right? To know where to use them in a sentence is equally important as to know the words itself. Because some students, they memorize the power words, but they don't know where to apply it in the compo. So they anyhow plant it in the random paragraph and it doesn't flow well with the story. Okay, so it's very good that you learned how to apply these power words into the compo accordingly. Okay, how about for your science paper? Right, it's a science paper. Are you fully prepared for the science paper? Wow, QQ1137, that is a very nice sentence. Right, yes, it's a very good sentence to use to translate using our English power words. Okay, very well done. Okay, let me give you an applause. Okay, I'm glad that we can actually help you with not just English, but also for your Chinese as well. Right. Okay, so it means that all of you are paying attention during our live and taking down all these important power words. Okay? It actually can help many students, right? Okay. So if you are feeling prepared for your science paper coming next week as well as your mother tongue paper, right, are you all fully prepared? Especially from the run just run compo for P5, it helped you a lot. Oh, QQ1137, you did the run just run compo, or you referred to the online resources, or you went for our September holiday crash course. Right, were you our writer student? Oh, you always use notes from writers at work. I see, that's very nice to hear. Oh, so you bought our online notes, is it, from our website? Oh, you were a student from P4 to P6, I see. Kira, I think QQ1137 is referring to our writers at work model compositions for our students in our tuition program. Oh, you were a student, I see. So which branch were you from and who was your English teacher for writers? Okay, who was your P6 teacher? Oh, you were from the Marine Parade branch, I see. Oh, teacher Mitsuko. Teacher Brandon. Oh, so teacher Mitsuko taught you in P4 and P5, was it? And teacher Brandon taught you in P6. Oh, I'm glad that you are still on our live, right? You're learning with teacher Mitsuko. Oh, no wonder she remembers you because you were her student in class. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. All the best to all of you. Okay, all the best. And for Kira as well. Right, all the best for your papers. Okay, and I hope all of you can get your desired score. And even if you don't, it's still completely fine because you have put in your best effort. Okay, so don't be pressurizing yourself too much. Okay, and thank you for joining the live and updating me about the the PSLE English as well as your math paper, right? Okay, and see you in our live soon as well. If you want to join, just feel free to join our live session because it's still going on every day, even though PSLE is over. Right. Okay, thank you for joining the live today and bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Kira. Yes, QQ0137 is the end. There will be another live later on at 4:30 p.m. Right, there will be another live later on at 4:30 p.m. Okay, bye.